Hello, my name is Prajwol. I am a senior specialist in radio access network security at Ericsson. Mainly because I believe that I could contribute and make an impact. Because of my work at Ericsson, I know 5G security standards, especially those that were developed in 3GPP. And I can also objectively analyze CVDs and see what are their merits and what are the flaws in the paper. Already back in 2016, when 5G standardization began, I was involved in the security standardization, and part of my job was not only to do my own research, but also to read and analyze lots of external resources. So this was a perfect match. Let's see. So we get around 10 CVDs in a year. Some are more complex than others. And as an expert, for the CVDs that belong to my area of expertise, I need to read them, understand, and analyze them to see and help GSMA in preparing the response. And then I may also have to consult with other experts. And there is also a bi-weekly recurring meeting, which is 1 hour conference call. So I would say around 5 to 10% of my time. Most of the time, around 1 hour is 1 to 2 hours is sufficient in a week. But sometimes if some CVDs are more complex and there may be lots of CVDs in parallel, then I may need like 4 hours or so. Oh yes, one thing that comes on top of my mind is when we liaised with 3GPP's security standardization group that is called SA3, and there we advocated for the full rate integrity protection of user plane traffic, and these were related to the CVDs of papers called alter attack and impact attack. So what we did was to connect the dots between academic research and standardization effort. And of course, there are also many other cases. For example, making sure that the obsolete GSM cryptos are no longer implemented in modern mobile phones, and verifying that VoLTE calls cannot be decrypted because of bad implementation. I get to expand my professional network, which is a great deal. I directly work with the best mind in the world in this field. Where else do I get this? And besides this, I also get some personal and intellectual satisfaction when I get to read these bleeding edge CVDs before anyone else. And then my feedback helps the researcher and the telecom industry as a whole. So it's very satisfying. So back in 2016, this team was called the governance team, and my other Ericsson colleagues were involved in this. And then in 2020, I got to know from GSMA's email list and my colleagues that now GSMA is renaming this team into CVD panel of experts and trying to hire new experts. Then I talked about this inside Ericsson, I showed my interest, and then I got support and approval from Ericsson to allocate my time and to work for telecom security, which is of great interest to Ericsson. And then I filled out the form, submitted it, and the rest is the history. Very simple, isn't it? If your only aim is to earn money, then please do not come because GSMA doesn't pay your salary, right? So jokes apart, if you have a drive to make a positive impact for the telecom security ecosystem, and you have the capacity to understand the standards and the academic research papers, then of course come and join with people like me. It's very fun and rewarding at the same time. So come on.